Okay, we're good. Thank you. I just finally got the chat visible. I apologize, everyone, for the delay. And is it still echoing now? Can you confirm that you can hear me and everything's okay? Okay. I got confirmation now. We're all good. I guess the chat lags quite a bit from what I'm used to seeing. So today I wanted to share with everyone that this was quite an interesting week for me. Once the news came out about the YouTube partner program changes on Tuesday, January 16th, I was kind of shocked and feeling off for a few days, and I didn't quite know why. I was a little disappointed in the announcement and how they couched all the small YouTubers, but I thought about it for a while, and then I realized that this is really an incredible opportunity, and I wanted to share with you all kind of like, where I'm at and what I'm going to try to do to bring myself forward, to turn this into like an optimistic and positive thing that's going to help me, and hopefully it inspires you to do likewise, and and follow through with your why and why you're here on YouTube, and to enjoy the whole purpose of why we put content out there. So as you know that the qualifications for getting into the YouTube partner program changed, and on January 16th. So if you didn't have 4,000 hours watch time in the past 12 months and 1,000 subscribers, then you were going to be eliminated from the program and have to requalify. And there was a grace period that they were giving for 30 days for those that had already qualified in the program, of which I was one of those people. And so between now and February 20th, there's some time to still make the grade to qualify. So when I first got the news, I was like in shock, because a lot of us put a ton of effort into what we do to put our content out there, and really want to share our message with the world and help others. And I at first felt that, oh my God, how's this going to affect me? And this is mainly about cleaning up things in terms of the monetization and in other aspects, to get rid of a lot of the channels that have been causing challenges for YouTube, and clickbait stuff, fraudulent stuff that was bogging down things and preventing good creators from getting their message out, and their videos being seen and shared. So I at first I was shocked, just because of being lumped into the group of people that were labeled in there just because I didn't qualify. And I go, well, I produce good content, and I'm sure there's a ton of other people like me out there that feel the same way, that we should be sort of broad brushed in this categorization and be eliminated from the program. Ironically, although I've turned monetization on, I don't use it, because the volumes of the views I get, and based on the number of subscribers and hours of watch time, it wouldn't amount to a whole lot. In their bulletin, they say for most people, the last month would have amounted to $2.50 worth. So for me, it's never been about the monetization, at least now, because I'm a small YouTuber, and I'm here to get my message out and help other people, and try to have an impact in the world. And so YouTube was my vehicle, and I'm grateful for the fact that we've had access to such an amazing platform where they store and host everything that we have, and we have the ability to connect with people all around the world. And I can see there's people here from India, Azerbaijan, the US. It's so cool to be able to connect with you all, and thank you for coming. I see Walya from India there, and El Nur from Azerbaijan, and Dave. I know Dave's from the U.S., and it's kind of cool to see you all here, and several others, Mike and Carlos. It's really neat. So, I'm just re-echoing that the platform is a great place for us all to be able to express ourselves. Now, at first, when I heard the news, I thought, oh my God, I'm all this effort that I put in to do things to bring people sort of outside of the YouTube platform to try to connect with them and learn about other stuff that I have, like my ebook and some template stuff that I was giving away, etc. This related to special privileges that you got for external linking. And, at first everyone thought all of that was going to be lost. Well, for me, because I had already qualified, and if you had already qualified before, even if you're in the position of losing now, you still get to retain your ability to link out in things like end screens and YouTube cards. They're going to be working on adjusting qualifications for those privileges later. So at first, I got a big sigh of relief for me, because I've expended a lot of energy in utilizing features like that. And so, I think it's important for people to realize that there's a number of features that aren't affected by these new partner program eligibility requirements. So I'm just going to quickly list them. For example, the two core things were linking to external websites from cards and from end screens. You're going to retain if you had previously qualified. So they're going to fall under a different qualification going forward. Likewise, things like using custom URLs, custom thumbnails, live streaming, and scheduling uploads, all of those kind of features are not really part of this program. So, nothing really changes there. So it's important to know those kind of things. Now, what I wanted to talk about today was, in addition, that, I took this to be a big wake-up call. I've been sitting there, for months, not being able to up my production volume. I'm kind of a perfectionist in nature, and so I would, do a lot of research, take a lot of time, try to perfect every detail before I would put my content out. And at one point, I got to producing a couple of videos per week, but I struggled greatly with trying to achieve that. So I said, well, for whatever reason, in terms of qualifying for this 1,000 subscribers or 4,000 hours over the last 12 months, I comfortably qualify with the subscriber number because I have about 1,800 plus subscribers now. But I fell short enough that with the total hours that it's going to be a race to the finish, and I have to achieve 2 times what I'm normally achieving in terms of watched hours on my channel. And so this got me inspired more than anything, just to go for the goal, but not for the fact that I'd be losing AdSense revenue because, or super chats or sponsorship, that kind of thing, because I don't really, qualify, and I haven't really set monetization on to execute on those things. But I said, this is an opportunity for me to try and step up and try to implement more things and try to, take myself to another level. And I'm hoping that, because a lot of people see this as very shocking and they're not too happy about it, that maybe they can see it as a challenge, because, in the future, you're going to still, if you're still inspired by doing your work and having an impact on people and delivering video and content, that you should keep doing it. Like, this shouldn't really deter you. You should be inspired to continue to be an ambassador of your message and put it out there. And so I want to step up myself and try to do a few different things. So I'm going to try and continue to do at least that one tutorial deep dive, which has been a mainstay of my content, which has often been videos on things like Camtasia. But now I'm going to start to put more content out in the other areas, like social video and stuff on video marketing and on YouTube. and I've got playlists on YouTube advising on my channel as well. So I'm going to try to up my game. And this is an example right now. Me sitting here going live is something that I was very reticent of doing in the past. I've gone on live. I like to do it as an interview experience, but now I'm here solo, and this is a step for me. It's already progress. So the fact that I'm here is part of my challenge. So I want to keep moving the bar forward in the content. Hey, Brian, welcome. Thank you very much for coming. And I'm in the midst of sharing with everybody the kind of challenge I'm going to take to move myself forward, given this 4,000 hour eligibility requirement that I'm trying to make, which is going to take a bit of a miracle. And hey, Larry, welcome. And I want to go for it. And I hope that you can see that the reasons I'm going for it are not about trying to earn the money that YouTube is sort of curtailing back for a lot of the channels that may have been eligible and are no longer eligible. But I'm going for it because I want to step up my game. And I found this running for the 4,000 hours wire would be a good opportunity. So when the news came out, I was about at 3,111 hours, and I need to get to 4,000 hours by February 20th. So for me, that's like 900 plus, around 900 hours to achieve. That would really require me to at least double the watch time on my channel. So I thought, wow, I've always thought that kind of growth is possible and within reach, and it would be nice to make it. And so I'm going for it. And I already started to say some of those things. Thank you, Carlos. I appreciate the words of encouragement. So I'm, for example, I'm doing live stream now. I've always wanted to do some interviews of some other influencers and people that I've had in mind and reached out to before, but I never executed on it. Well, now we're going to start to see some of those happen. And in order to increase the watch time and improve the product that I deliver, I'm also going to now more closely look at my analytics, see what videos I've produced that are my most popular, and review things like my retention performance. Where do people drop off in the videos? And start to really focus on those little things that maybe help help me learn by studying the analytics to improve upon and execute in my videos. So I'm really excited. I'm finally going to focus on some of those things. So I'll do my best to increase retention. Now, with anything to grow, unless I was just focused on doing my tutorial style videos. Hey, Dr. Stan, nice to see you. Everybody, welcome. So this is new to me, guys, dealing with the chat. So bear with me if I feel I'm a little distracted as we go. I'll get the hang of it. And continuing on, so I also want to increase the diversity of the content. So I've been largely focused on tutorial videos, and my sort of mandate, my vision was to also deliver video content on things like social video, now maybe mobile video, YouTube, advising, and online video marketing. So it sounds like a big net, but I view that I'm helping people who create video and do a lot of deep dive tutorials on editing, but also these other aspects are totally correlated because of the fact that if you're producing video, you're likely using it for some purpose, possibly for marketing or to go on YouTube. So I'm going to try to deliver more on that diversification, as well as be true to my core content. So I'm sharing with you where I had been more hesitant in the past. I'm going to do a little more to try and diversify that content and give more to all of you. And one of the things I have to let go in order to improve my performance to get greater output will be letting go of perfection more, and the extensive time I may spend on a script or on doing research, and just try to step everything up a level. And I'm really hoping to do that. I often would look at other channels, and it was easy to see some things that others are executing on that I'm not. But I said, well, forget that. It's now time to step into my own and deliver more. You see, I've done a good job of growing the subscribers, but my watch time doesn't grow as comparatively as well, although it's pretty decent. But I see it could be because of my niche at being so focused and the size of that audience. But that's why I'm diversifying the content a little more, and we're going to see where it goes. So having the courage to explore doing some of the work around your niche and your mission for your channel is going to be one of those things that I'm experimenting with, and I really look forward to it. And I'm hoping that people look at my approach to the challenge. It's not about because I want to qualify because of monetization. I just using this as a vehicle for me to step up, and I hope that you can see this as that kind of opportunity for you to step up as well, because don't let changes like this deter you. If any of you are already out there and have a channel and are growing it, you may have just started, so the rules apply to you, because of timing, and that's the way it is. We deal with it. So I'm looking forward to try and find ways to also take things off YouTube, which I've already been doing with external links for things like special templates and lead magnets that I provide in my Camtasia tutorials, and want to start to give more value to people outside. And that we need to think about YouTube as one property that we have, and there's opportunity to use several other properties to help grow your message and what you have to deliver to the world. And there's people like Carlos on today that are now firing it up strong. I see him posting more videos and getting going nicely, and this is what I like to see, and hope that everyone looks at this as an opportunity to move things forward. And if what I understand is correct, we should see a much cleaner environment and not have to compete with a lot of the bots and the clickbait garbage and other stuff that's out there, and quality content should rise to the top and be seen. And I know there's all kinds of big YouTubers out there, but you need to work and find your way and believe in yourself and not give up. And I felt this was a challenge for me that way, because I felt devastated when I got the news, but I'm going to let that go by the wayside and not let it deter me. Hey, Cricket, Red Rocket, nice to see you. And so I'm going to take on this challenge, and I could sit here and say, oh, everybody go watch my stuff, but that's almost like gaming things, and I don't want to ask that. But if people want to and they enjoy my content, by all means watch. If you've been thinking of watching and haven't watched some stuff, sure, there's a little incentive, and you can cheer me on. But I'm going for it, and hopefully I can bring more content a little more often, which will help in the cause as well and help me step up. And being here live is an example of that experience now. And I'm also probably going to do this, check in periodically with a live stream to share with you how I'm doing, because for me, in some regards, it's going to mean being able to double my production and output. And I'm not only doing this, I'm also now coaching and serving other clients outside of the work that I'm doing specifically to produce video for YouTube. So it's a great challenge all around to keep all boats above water, as one might say. So it's very exciting, and I hope everyone looks at whatever the new rules are and whatever the rules that may come in the future. Like, I have a feeling on February 20th, we may start to see more details on things like eligibility for being able to link out. I mean, they're already alluding to that by referencing the February 20th date and saying things are going to be looked at more closely in these other areas. So let's accept the fact that we are in an environment where more of this is going to keep happening. and that we should just embrace whatever's happening and not let our dream die, and just keep going for it. And don't let this break your resolve. And you really need to believe in yourself and go for it. I'm looking here. Dave's asked the questions. Dave says, do you offer any coaching or courses to improve my YouTube setup and editing? Absolutely, Dave. And if I recall correctly, also you use Camtasia. So Camtasia, I think that's how Dave got introduced to my stuff. Dave runs a live channel, YouTube, and does a lot of live, and I think there's some cool stuff. Yes, I do coaching on YouTube to help people clean up their channels, improve their channel art, and their whole structural approach, and how they get better with their SEO and efficiency in their production and creation process, all kinds of things. My channel's loaded with good stuff, and I'm going to also be working on a couple of courses forthcoming. And so I'm really excited about that. So yes, Dave, the answer is yes to you. You can always hit me up anytime, see how I can help you out. And thank you, Terry. I greatly appreciate that. And it's great to see all of you here with the support. And, I really want you all to see this as opportunity to take a challenge on for yourself. Like, I hope you look at this and say, okay, I do want to continue to grow my channel despite whatever the rules are. I'm going for it. Or, choose a couple of things. For me, I'm making the next 30 days till February 20th more of an intense focus here. I'm actually delaying some deeper dive focus on some of the other things that I was going to do outside of the YouTube. But because this challenge came on and I'm taking it on for the reasons I've described to you, I'm going to go for it. So it'll be interesting because I haven't allowed myself to focus this much on YouTube in terms of what's forthcoming on the next 30 days. The interesting part will be how did I change between now and then, and what does it mean going forward? Because the reality is just putting in that effort for just the 1 month isn't going to solve things easier. Isn't going to solve things alone. So the good part is I'm experimenting. And I think that's something that we all should do by trying to step out and do these things, just like I am here. And I may be rambling on, but I'll get better by coming out and seeing you guys more. So I really appreciate everyone here. And if anybody, had anything they wanted to share, or any questions before we wrap, the main thing was I wanted to share is that I'm going for the gold, as they say, because I want to reach those 4,000 hours as a personal challenge. And I put similar challenge to you. What can you do, whether you're close and you're almost there at the goal line and you need to do something magical or something to step up? And we have great community in places like Tube Ritual, and Brian G. Johnson's run a great group there to help grow to, like, I think it's 8,000 plus people now. Carlos, you probably know that stat. And it's really special. And I'm hoping that we all do something to move forward. And, I look forward to staying in touch with you. And Dave asks, what is my best email address or website to contact you? Thanks, Dave. I'm not used to sharing all of this wonderful information. Obviously my YouTube channel, you're watching this video now, so you know about that, but that's youtube.com/Gord Isman, GORDISMAN. And then my website is just gordisman.com. And in there you can learn about my services and other things that I do, and how I can help you, if that makes sense. And, I'm really enjoying seeing a lot of you through your journey and sharing your progress just like I do. And it's really great to cheer each other on. And I'm going to, do my best to share some good news as I progress along the journey. And that's great. And thank you all for being here. It's really cool. It's funny trying to get adjust to this whole experience, but I'll get better with each outing. And again, thank you all for coming. And I wish you the best in your journey. And please, as I'm repeating over and over, don't give up on your dream. This is just like a hurdle we all need to sort of climb over and sort of let go. And I appreciate, because I myself took a couple of days to get over the news. And I don't want to let it take any more out of me. I'm turning, as I said in my video about this subject, turning lemons into lemonade. And it actually worked as a boost to take on a personal challenge and share all with you. And I'm looking forward to see what you guys share with me as well. So enjoy the rest of your afternoon, and thank you, Carlos. Thank you, KH. I apologize. I don't know your name fully, but that's your YouTube handle. And Dr. Stan and Dave and all the others that have showed up here. Have a great afternoon, and I'll be in touch soon to share more about the journey and how it's going along. Cheers.